Alright, so what you do off the field is just as important as on the field. My name's Greg, you're watching How to Play Paintball. Alright guys, so forgive me if you hear anything in the background. They're actually having a little local tournament here at Central Florida Paintball. What I wanted to go over, I don't know if you guys have noticed, I've actually dropped about 30 pounds or so, just under 35. So I wanted to talk a little bit about fitness and nutrition. I do want to start off with saying that I am, one, not a nutritionist, and I am not a personal trainer. I'm just going to be sharing with stuff that's worked for me. So I highly recommend that if you want a true look into the actual, what you should be doing, that you should go ahead and get yourself a nutritionist or personal trainer. I did actually use a personal trainer for a little while, and it was great. I learned a lot, even with stuff with my running. He had showed me basically, okay, pick your knees up more here, do this more. So that it was stuff that was really helpful, and also just helped with having somebody to push you. So if you can't afford a personal trainer, it's completely understandable, but try to go with a buddy, somebody that's going to help push you to put in that extra rep, or okay, we're going to go that extra mile while we're running, or whatever the case may be. So I wanted to start off actually with fitness, and I just wanted to share actually with you guys an app I've been using. I'm not getting paid for this. They didn't send me money or anything. I wish. It's Under Armour, so that would be fantastic. But basically, it's called MyFitnessPal. It's a free app. I've been using it for a while. It's just really good. It gives you a breakdown, so you can actually put in your breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, exercise. You can put in how much water there is. You actually set your starting weight, the weight that you want to get to. You can input your exercise, and it'll adjust accordingly, so that you can have healthy weight loss. I think healthy weight loss, if I remember correctly, is roughly 2 pounds a week. You might, like me, I hold water pretty easily, so sometimes I can actually fluctuate, and I might drop like 3 pounds real quick. From maybe like this weekend I was at St. Louis with a thing with my church. There's good barbecue out there, so I definitely enjoyed some good barbecue. So with all the extra salt and stuff that I was eating, I'm sure that I gained water weight, and I'm sure if I jumped on the scale the day after, I would have been up 4 or 5 pounds within a weekend, which is pretty much physically impossible to gain that much weight, like fat or muscle. And yeah, so I could lose that all in 2 days. It's just I sweat really easy, and I gain water really easy. So it's just kind of the genetics that I have. But I've been using that app for a while. It's been really good, and like I said, it's free. Another cool one that you can use that actually ties into that app is this one called MapMyRun. Hoping you guys can see that. Basically, whenever you go for a run, it goes off your GPS. Like I just did a 5K before. I'm gonna go do drills in a little bit. I did a 5K with my wife this morning, and a couple other friends, and it gave me a whole breakdown of everything. So I can go in, it'll tell me how many calories I burned, and actually what it'll do is it'll update over into the app itself. So you can see right there, it shows that, the calorie breakdown right there. So it's definitely a good app to use. All right, so the next really good thing is fitness. We've discussed it a little bit, I think. If we haven't, I apologize. But like I said, I was using a personal trainer for a little while. You want to be doing cardio for sure. And again, like I said, guys, I'm not a personal trainer. I'm not certified as that. I'm just sharing stuff that's worked with me. Like this week, I did legs, and then upper body for 2 days, and then I did like a metabolic conditioning yesterday, and then we did the 5K today. I think, yeah, Tuesday I ended up not doing it. Don't tell anybody. But like today I'm doing a lot more. I guess I say all that to say you want to find whatever it is that's going to work best for you. Some people really like CrossFit. I know a lot of the guys on Damage were doing it for a while. It's good because it gets your heart rate up. It's a lot of quick movements. The only thing I don't like with CrossFit is if you guys go to a place that does CrossFit, make sure that somebody is watching how you are doing the certain exercises. CrossFit is great but there's a lot of jerking motions, and if you don't have the correct form, you're gonna hurt yourself, and then you're gonna be out. Then you can't play paintball. So even if it's just strictly for the fact of I want to be able to play paintball this weekend, you know, do something different. You know, do more of the cardio aspect of things. Another app that I actually have for workouts is this one called WOD Genius, WOD Genius. You do have to pay for it, but what's cool is I can generate a random workout, and I can press this up here, and I can put in my equipment. So if all I have is body weight, I can put that in, and it'll give me a workout. So it's something that, again, it's going to give you those quick movements. It's going to push you. There are some little kinks with the app. Like, I don't think you can, it's not going to run the timer in the background for you if you switch over to change your music or something. So there is some little quirky things about it, but all in all, it's a good app. My gym, the Gold's Gym that I go to, they have this big turf area with tires, so I'll kind of make my own workout. Like yesterday, let's see, I did 150 yards of tire flips, and then I followed up with 2,000 meters on the row machine. What did I do after that? Then I did abs and back extensions, and like just it's a thing called the ab coaster, so I was doing that. Then I went over and I think I did box jumps after that. Then I did some more ab stuff, and then I did more on the row machine, and then after that I did the battle ropes, the one where you have to like flip the rope over and, you know, slam it and all that, or not flip it over, sorry, you're alternating with each hand. So I just made my own workout. I just kind of was like, all right, my wife and I went, she was going to go and work out for about an hour, so I just filled up an hour with whatever exercise. It's going to be better if you plan it out. If you know it's going to be a really tough practice that weekend, or maybe you have a tournament, I wouldn't recommend going, you know, super hard in the gym, just because you want to make sure that your body is going to be at its peak performance, or giving you its peak performance at practice and at the tournament. Obviously, we're practicing for the tournament, so you want to make sure that you have the best performance there. Sorry, I'm saying performance a lot. But you know, like I wouldn't go and, you know, do what I did yesterday before going to a tournament, most likely. I would probably just go and maybe just do an easy jog, maybe go on the elliptical or the bike, things that are still going to get my heart rate up and, you know, keep the blood flowing and all that, but it's not going to be something that, you know, I'm going to be really feeling the next day, because I want to make sure that come tournament time, I'm going to be fine. If it is a super tough practice, maybe I'll do some harder stuff Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, maybe Wednesday, but definitely Thursday and Friday. Either I'm going to have just a day where all I'm doing is stretching, or doing foam rolling or something like that, or just super easy cardio, just so that my body is relaxed by the time, I'm sorry, that it's all recovered by the time practice rolls around, or that the tournament rolls around. So for a tournament, since I'd usually be leaving either Wednesday or Thursday for the tournament, probably just Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, depending on, you know, if I'm leaving that day or not. All those days are just going to be super easy cardio. It's not going to be anything super strenuous. I hope that wasn't too much of a ramble. I hope that it's stuff that helps you out. Fitness is definitely important. Remember that if you are going to be having a, you know, if you're trying to lose weight and all that, that app is great. Usually what I do whenever I have practice is I'll usually eat more carbs that day as well. Maybe even a little bit the day before. Again, guys, I'm not a nutritionist, but if you're going to be having a harder workout, like let's say you're having a 2-day practice for a tournament, you know it's going to be a grinder, eat more carbs, you know, make sure that you're drinking a lot of water. I know I've said that before. Like you can see, you can't see the other one, but I have two. I have one with some Powerade in it, and then I have another gallon jug with just water, so making sure that I'm staying hydrated. But I hope that this video helps you guys out. And if you guys have any tips for fellow players, I'm sure that we have some personal trainers somewhere in our community, so or nutritionists. Maybe you're a nutritionist and you kind of want to share stuff that's worked for you, or stuff that you would recommend for people. Every person is different, so see what works for you. Go online. You know, bodybuilding.com has workouts. You can use that WOD Genius. you know, if you can't afford a personal trainer, sometimes the CrossFit classes, they let you go in for a couple for free, see if it's something that you would like. Yeah, sorry I can't say like definitely this is what you should do, because it's stuff that's worked for me. Like I said, I've dropped about 34 pounds now, and you can notice it on the field. Trust me, when you start working out in the gym that weekend, you're gonna be like, man, I can snap quicker, I can run faster, I have more stamina. It's all stuff that's gonna be really, really good for you. But regardless, like I said, guys, I hope that it helps you out. And as always, remember, watch, learn, win. Thanks.